Turejea hapa Nairobi ambapo vikao vya mahojiano ya kutafuta makamishna wa tume ya IEBC vinaendelea kwa wiki ya pili. Kamati ya uteuzi inawahoji watu 111 kujaza nafasi 6 tu za makamishna hao. Haya ni huku kiongozi wa wachache Junet Mohammed akipania kuwasilisha hoja ya kutaka kamati hiyo iongezewe siku 14 zaidi za kufanya mahojiano. Tusikilize yanayojiri kwa sasa.
What is your specialty? If we talk to you as Edmond,
yes,
what skill or expertise that we can say this is your area of strength in this field? Or you are a general practitioner?
I think, thank you for that question once again, FCPA. I started my career, if you look at my resume, as actually a developer, and I've developed quite, as I think as you'll appreciate, is that application development is an evolving practice. And that is why I have actually also mentioned how many applications I've been developing and the technical roles associated to application development and deployment. That defines the core of my expertise. However, as I have been practicing and managing as well some of these engagements, I have also acquired skills and done certifications in ICT security, as you'll see in the certificates that I have produced before this panel.
I'm asking this because, and you will note, one of the outcomes of NATCO meetings was the need to have an ICT qualification. And it's an appreciation of how ICT impacts on the electoral process. And I think you'll still be getting a question on the issue of the server as we move along. But more importantly, we wanted a commissioner who would appreciate and bring out and tell Kenyans how technology is being used, how it impacts on the electoral process, and how technology can impact or doesn't impact the final outcome of the voting process. So in that regard, can you demystify for us this issue of the server in the sense that should everyone be accessing the server from your IT background, or it's a controlled environment that should not be accessible to each and every person?
Yeah.
As an ICT, you told us you're an ICT professional.
Thank you for that question again, FCPA. Now, the question of the server has been a hot topic in this country since the last elections. And as a professional, one of the things that I want to say around this is that the public needs to know, needs to understand what is ICT and what are the components. You have the network, you have the endpoint, you have the server, and you have security protocols. To directly answer your question, a server is supposed to be a secure environment. If you design your systems that comply to various industry and global standards, a server room is supposed to be a highly secure environment where physically you don't just allow people to walk in and out, because it protects information that is critical. In fact, we call it's a mission critical infrastructure. Now, it has to be protected. That said, if we educate our people, our stakeholders in the election process, what is it that a server does as a component of our ICT infrastructure? The way it is designed, there is a server. What does this server do? If I want to access information inside that server, what processes do I have to follow? Now, if I look at our elections technology regulations, there's quite a bit of definition around how users and even stakeholders should access. Now, if I were to be a commissioner at IEBC, I want to review the role-based access protocols around our IT infrastructure, including the server. What is it that if you want as a user, you are going to access, and what information are you supposed to be accessing? All these processes must be documented. From a technical standpoint, I've been involved in a number of this kind of projects, FCPA. And what we always do is to come up with a policy guideline. If you are looking for information related to an install base. What is it that process that you must follow? And this does not have to be, a server room sits within physical infrastructure. It doesn't mean that you have to open and be there physically, because you can open but you won't see anything. The way computers store information it's information that is in computer language. So you cannot see much. But as a user, the access to this information in a secure and well-controlled process should guarantee users that the information I'm accessing is actually authentic, it is auditable, and it is exactly what I need to.